What's up, people? In this video, somebody asked me to do this one. What really happens when you work out high by Tao Physique? Okay. I made a video on this. I think it was Dandy asked me to do this one. I've already given my thoughts on the topic, but let's see what Tao Physique has to say about it.
Video. So today is going to be a pretty fun one because we're going to be talking about what really happens when you work out. So at the time of making this video is the year 2020. And over here where I live in the US, attitudes towards my favorite lover, Mary Jane, are starting to change. With more and more states starting to legalize it. Now with this news can only mean one. So this means that most of you watching this right now like to go bananas. But let's face it, even though cannabis is exceptional for killing boredom, when most of us think about somebody that indulges in cannabis from time to time, the last thing we think about is someone that is productive. Therefore, most of you are probably curious about if it's even possible for you to combine Mary Jane and your workouts. So, when we take a deeper look into cannabis and how it works, we can break it down into two main compounds. So the first one is THC. This is the psychoactive compound that makes you feel good, and I mean really good. Next we have CBD. Now, technically, this won't get you high, but it does have some pretty good effects on the body as well. And this combined with THC is what makes cannabis have its magical effects. But I do have to stress, muchachos, not all cannabis is made the same. And in fact, we can break it down into three further strains which have three drastic different results. First, we have sativa. Now, me personally.
Okay, so like my maybe I'll link to the video that I did about this because I guess it's relevant. I worked out high for years. I would always, and I was in amazing shape. I was jacked, right? And it was like, I can't say it was because I was high, but it's kind of like one of those things. It's almost like how when you work out, you feel okay about like eating, McDonald's afterwards because you just worked out, right? So it's kind of the reverse effect where it's like if you smoke and you go to the gym immediately, you feel better about smoking because you just went to the gym, right? It's kind of a similar effect. So there are definitely some pros and cons for working out while high, which seems to be what this is about. Well, not really what it's about. This is just like what I'm assuming to be like 7 minutes of filler where he's like, well, the history of marijuana in the United States is getting better. Watch me smoke out of a banana. And by the way, here's what THC does. And, now watch me smoke out of an orange. And by the way, this is, what was the other one? CBD. Oh, and like 9 minutes in, he's like, I like getting high and working out. So what do you think? Leave me a comment. I get it. Like, it's low-hanging fruit. No pun intended. Because like, people who like weed, they're like, yeah, bro, weed. Oh my God, he's talking about weed. Like, oh my God, it's so cool, man. Like, yeah, bro, smoke out of the banana. Yeah, like, it's easy, right? Nobody's like, it's not liking weed is synonymous with like being uncool, right? Whatever. Anyway, here's the point: is that like if you smoke weed and then work out, you can actually get a really good workout, right? That was my original point in the other video that I made, which is that I worked out high for years. I actually got to the point where I couldn't work out unless I was high. Like I would go to the gym if I was sober and I'd be like, oh, this is like so weird. Like I can't even work out right now. And other times, like I remember being in certain places. I won't say where, I won't give it away, although it's probably not like a surprise to anybody who knows me or who has known me in the past, whatever, many years. Anyway, I would, so my rule for smoking weed, I would talk about this with a friend of mine, right? Where we would call it opening the window. The first puff of the day, you open a window of opportunity where like once that window is open, you have the chance to do something, right? You can like, you have to pick an activity and you have to lock into that activity. So when the like highness begins, you're not already on the couch, like doing nothing, like flipping through your phone or watching some stupid TV show or something. So we'd call it opening the window. And the point is that if you want to work out and you also want to smoke, when you take that first hit of the day, you have like 30 minutes to get to the gym. And I remember smoking sometimes. I would smoke and I would get so high because I used to like smoke out of bongs. That was like my thing, a joint or a blunt or something. Like your clothes smell, like everything smells when you smoke a joint because it's so much smoke. Or you could hit the bong once and get like really high and not smell. Put some eye drops in and more or less people wouldn't be able to tell you're high. So anyway, that's what I would do. And I would go to the gym like baked out of my mind, and I'd be like, oh my God, like I hope nobody talks to me right now. Like I don't know how I'm going to do my workout right now. But you get into the zone, you do your workout, you stay for an hour, hour and a half, and afterwards you know, smash a bunch of food. Oh God, I kind of want to move back to Tel Aviv, just like talking about this. Not to like smoke, but just like, I miss being in such good shape year round. Anyway, whatever, who cares?
This is my favorite strain because it tends to be higher in THC, which makes it great for increasing your creativity and also very stimulating, which means it has the potential to give you the energy to be able to get off your ass and go do something productive. Kind of like. So while training under the influence of sativa, you might notice increased focus, more tolerance to pain, as well as improved mood. So you see, muchachos, sativa strains are excellent pre-workouts, but when it comes to after the workout, in my opinion, the best strain to use is something called indica. So indicas tend to have higher CBD profiles, and unlike sativas, they tend to be a lot more sedating. This makes them a very poor choice before workouts because of their ability to cause couch lock. But post-workouts, they are excelente. This is because they can work as vasodilators. This means they can widen your blood vessels, making it a lot easier for you to shuttle nutrients into your muscles and help with recovery. So you see, muchachos, sativas and indicas are the two main strains when it comes to cannabis. But when the two of them bang, we get a hybrid. So muchachos, as you can see, cannabis can be used as a very decent supplement around your workouts. But I have to be 100% honest, it does have its downsides.
All right. Finally, it looks like, okay, good. I'm glad he's going to at least like tell us about the downsides. I wonder what they could be. I guess you got to give him credit for like, he knows his audience, right? It's like, let's talk about weed and like anything else, like, you know, and then he just spends like, you know, like smokes some weed, works out for a little bit, does a couple reps. I promise you, he got high, right? And he's like, okay, now like I'm gonna set up the camera, I'm gonna put my tights on, I'm gonna like put my shirt on, and I'm gonna like walk up to this cliff with a nice view, and then I'm gonna go right back home and like turn on the TV and do nothing, you know? And then he's like, all right, like I guess I'll like take my shirt off and like do a couple reps on these rings, does like 2 reps, gets the shot, and then like bounces like right away. Indica, sativa, like look, at the end of the day, you smoke weed, it's gonna fucking make you tired. Like, fuck this, like, oh, it was a sativa, like it gave me so much energy. I've never seen anybody who like wasn't under the influence of something else, like smoke weed and actually look like they have energy. It's complete bullshit, right? It's actually like 100% bullshit. Anybody who says that, who I hear say that, I know they've either been sold a bill of goods or they actually just have no idea what they're talking about. You smoke weed, you're gonna get tired. And if you really like smoking like good weed, like I got to the point where I would only smoke Kush, right? And I'm not saying like it says Kush on the label. Like you can tell by the smell of something if it's Kush. At least that's how we used to define it in the golden days when I was in LA, right? It's like sometimes you smell weed and it smells like kind of smells like weed. Sometimes it smells like chemicals. Sometimes it smells like dirt. But sometimes like you have the weed in your pocket and somebody can smell it from across the room. Sometimes like you had the weed in your drawer for like 5 minutes and 2 days later somebody comes in your house and they're like, why does it smell like weed in here? You didn't even smoke in your room, nothing. It's because like you had weed in your drawer for like 5 minutes a couple days ago. That's Kush, right? That like strong like stink, you know what I mean? If like, what is that? Indica, sativa? Is that only indica? You smoke that shit, you're gonna be put on your ass. Not saying it's not good for working out, but like gives me energy. Come on, I mean, I'm not like jumping on him, but it's just in general, it's retarded.
Can't wait to get in some of this joint crack, man. Yo, you wanna share some of that? Sure, buddy. Wait, who the hell are you? Silly rabbits, I am you, and you are me. What? What do you mean I'm you? Ugh. Look in the mirror. Man, I don't know what the hell this fool is talking about. Yup. I need to stop smoking. So by very nature, Mary Jane has a biphasic response. This means if you do too little, you ain't gonna notice shit. But if you do too much, you might get jacked up. So you might notice things like paranoia, memory loss, increased heart rate and blood pressure, and also reduced coordination and motor skills. This means if you're going to use cannabis for your workouts, you want to take it very easy, and you want to start small. But I must stress that even if you use cannabis in moderation, every time you do use it, you might catch the case of the munchies. Now, it's a pretty well-known fact that Mary Jane can increase your appetite. And if your main goal is to get lean and stay lean, this is a no bueno. But how I personally handle the munchies is I always think ahead, and I make sure to have some foods that are very high in fiber and low in calories. So for example, I might have things like apples, Cucumbers. Carrots. What up, doc? But on the flip side, if your main goal is to actually build muscle mass, you can end up using the munchies to your advantage. Because it's a very well known fact, for you to build new muscle tissue, you need to be something called a caloric surplus. But you still don't want to overdo it. Because if you want to keep your gains lean, it is very wise to try and aim to gain only about 1 to 2 pounds per month. Because any more than that, and you're at risk of looking like the Michelin Man. So you see, muchachos, it is actually possible for you to use Mary Jane to enhance your fitness, but only if you do it. You know what? This video, it's kind of boring. Let's end it.
All right, that was pretty good, actually. That was good. Okay. Yeah. I guess I don't know, man. Like most people, if they smoke weed, they're not going to look like this guy. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to look like this guy, right? This guy's like great genetics. What can you do? You know, people work out their whole lives. They don't get close to this. This guy probably like works out a little bit, like here and there, you know, just blessed, I guess, like the type of guy you love to hate. You know, like whatever. It was an entertaining video, I guess. Bottom line about weed is that like if you're a normal human being, oh, I just saw this. Joan McDonald, natty or not? Somebody say she's not natty. Interesting. Might have to do that next. Anyway, if you're a normal human being, like you probably shouldn't smoke weed. Smoking weed for only working out, I guess, is good, right? Like if you could, let's say you could smoke weed and the effects of the weed would completely wear off by the time you were done with your workout, I would say it's amazing. It's wonderful. Like I would do it every day. I would do it right now. But the problem with that is that once you take that first hit of the day, the rest of your day is completely done. Like it's done. Like you're going to be tired for the rest of the day. You're not going to want to go anywhere. You're not going to want to do anything. This is my experience, right? Unless like the few times where that has not been the case, or has been where I've like buried the feelings of being high with like lots of energy drinks and was able to like fake it. Or if I just like smoke out of a pipe or something, like take one hit out of a pipe and like that's it, I'm done, and I like don't smoke anymore, then that will kind of like wear off a little bit, but still kind of like ruin the rest of your day. Anyway, this was an entertaining video. I guess this is one of those videos like you can't really take it that seriously because like, I don't know, maybe I should start getting high again. I don't know. No, it just feels like I'm like wasting my life. Anyway, what do you think about that? Do you guys work out while high? Oh, my video right there. Do you guys work out while high? Have you ever worked out while high? Do you work out completely sober? Do you do anything else interesting maybe while working out? Not getting high, but like something strange like that people wouldn't normally think is good? Let me know. Leave me a comment. If you guys have any other recommendations for videos or something like that, also leave me a comment. Peace.